Hello everyone, believe it or not, but a new version of BlockBlender is finally here. BlockBlender version 2.1. And in this video, I actually want to talk a bit more about the project itself, but if you would like to skip straight to the technical part instead of hearing me yapping about the project and how it's going, you can freely use the chapters below. But I want to use this video as an opportunity to share some insights to the backstory of the project and explain why the update took so long, and just keep you all involved in making BlockBlender the best possible tool. Why did it take so long? Why did it take 6 months to release this update? Well, let's start from the beginning. When Joey Carolina first released BlockBlender about 2 or 3 years ago, I saw it and thought for myself, he would eventually add stairs and slab support. And in the meantime, I tried to add them myself, but I failed and I gave up for almost a year. After a year, I gave it another shot though, and I actually succeeded. I implemented stairs and slabs with the new geometry node system that Blender featured. I shared it with Joey, and while he was excited, he also wanted to step back from the project. We agreed to shift the BlockBlender project to myself, and that's when I discovered a lot of obstacles within the old backend structure of the add-on. To push out the version 2.0 as quickly as possible, I decided to remake Joey's existing add-on, at the time probably around version 1.5, and kept the same user interface, but with extended the features like stairs and slabs and a custom block selection. We released it and Joey stepped back from development, but helped still with like marketing and stuff. Naturally, or of course, people began to requesting new features, for example fence generators, wall generators, maybe even support all Minecraft blocks. And I actually wanted to deliver these. I was like, yeah, let's do that. But the old backend structure made it nearly impossible. So I spent the last 6 months working exclusively on the backend. This meant implementing databases for exporting schematics, storing names and IDs, and referencing them in Blender later on. So I built a foundation for growing assets and adding future features more efficiently and faster. Actually, many people thought the project was already dead or abandoned again, but the truth is I was rebuilding the backend to allow exciting tools like tree generators, rock generators, fence and wall support, flower generators, biome generators, and multi-export options. So I hope this video kinda raised your awareness where what I was doing, and I actually did something, although the features are not exactly obvious to you as the user. And to make the new version a bit more exciting, I tried my best to squeeze in some features for you. So I can at least give a small update. So what are the breaking features in version 2.1? The new version is now built on Blender 4.5. This is a breaking change because it's an important one as well. It gives me access to a lot of new geometry node tools, and it required also a lot of rewriting of the codebase because Blender's API is constantly changing. Other features include proper Minecraft export support for versions from 1.9 to 1.21.5. It now uses a MC schematic Python library that always export a .schem file, not a schematic, so it's important for the old versions. It probably won't work if the model loader doesn't support it. And it always writes in the Sponge version 2 format, which also works with fast async world edit. So this is a new welcomed addition, I could assume. Another new thing is the block filtering by version. For example, you can now disable like 1.8 version blocks, for example ice and glass, and you can also filter by updates. So I mean, you can now choose, for example, I only want to use blocks from the Nether update or from the Aquatic update, which is really nice. You also have an expanded custom block selection with an exclusion option. So this was highly requested by a lot of you, that you can now also specify blocks you do not want to have within your build. So if you have like some artifact blocks that keep appearing on the model, you can now exclude them but keep the model untouched otherwise. I have a new world alignment option to properly place builds inside a grid of Blender. I also implemented a world direction display, so you always know within of Blender where north direction will be within of Minecraft. I overhauled the dimension display with exact block counts for X, Y and Z dimension, and every single Minecraft block is now included within the blend file. This is also done within those last 6-7 months, so every block is now within the Blender system, and thanks to the new database system, it can be easily be implemented in the near future, so the export system already recognizes all those blocks, but the blocks are not exposed to the user quite yet, because at some point I just need to make a cut for those 6 months of time. You needed some information basically. And yeah, of course I had numerous bug fixes and quality of life improvements. I just want to share something that is coming for the new version of 2.2, because this is obviously a video about the version 2.1, this is already out, but as of recording this, BlockBlender 2.2 is already about 75% complete, and I'm just gonna share some insights of what is coming in the future. The biggest addition is the asset library, which is accessible through the Blender asset browser. This lets you store and drag assets directly into your scene. For example, you can drag in a breach, which appears in your scene later on, with edible procedural settings. What does it mean for BlockBlender? For example, one new tool is the curved block tool, and after applying a texture, enter edit mode and draw curves, just like that. And by scaling and adjusting the handles, the blocks will automatically dynamically adjust, and you can make, for example, vines with it. You can drag and paint from surface to surface, from structure to structure, and connect the dots basically. And there are a lot of assets planned for the future. For example, the gradient tools will move in this asset library as well. Void floor of fog floor generators, curved block tool, fence and wall generators, so you can draw fences and walls, and a lot of more. For example, biome generators, tree generators, rock generators, terrain generators, height map extrusion, and so on. So there's a lot to unpack in the future, and I'm really excited. And to support all this, version 2.2 will add the multi-export option, which will enable you to export multiple objects at once. So you can convert as many objects in the blend file as you want, and then either pack them into one schematic file or multiple separate ones. So you can also batch export. That means if you have like 5 different rocks, rock 1 to rock 5, you can export it either as a rock pack within one schematic file, or you can export it directly to 5 different rock schematics. It will also include relative export. That means that the world origin inside of Blender 000 is the player position, and depending on where you place your object, it will keep the offset in the schematic file as well. Yeah, I hope you like this kind of more casual video style. That helps me record faster because I don't need to follow a strict script. And Joey Carolina did step back entirely like this year and handing full ownership to me. So I'll be handling the entire marketing aspect as well. And in case you want to help me out with marketing, maybe you know how you can create YouTube shorts, how you can create social media content, and you want to be part of the project, please reach out to me at any time via Discord and we can discuss the details. We have now almost 400 members within the Discord server, so feel free to join the link down below. And yeah, I hope you stay safe, and I hope this update raises some awareness about BlockBlender and it's not abandoned. With the full ownership now on myself, I'm confident and 100% sure that we can make it 100% better than ever. So thank you for your time and see you soon.